Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. We are back on the channel with a second video today, this morning, and I hope you already saw it, especially if you are interested in everything related Juventus. We were talking about so many topics, about Dybala at the fashion show, about two new names that were linked to Juve and so on in the Juventus news video, so don't forget to do it. But we are back on the video because I have a big question that I want to talk about in that special concept of GJustcalcio. You see that logo? New logo will come back on the logo soon when everything will be finalized, so I will not spoil too much. But in GJustcalcio we speak about everything about calcio. Calcio, in big words, football, not only the Serie A but especially mainly Serie A. We'll come back on that one, but I have a question that I want to ask to the teams that were playing today, but also to you guys in front of your phone, smartphone, television or whatever. Who wants to win that Scudetto? Is there someone that wants to win the Scudetto this year? Yes or no? I don't know. This morning in press conference, Massimiliano Allegri, the guy here, what was he saying? He was saying if you want to win the Scudetto, you need to reach the 85 points. Why was he saying that? Because 85 points is mathematically points that Juventus can't reach. It's too late. Juventus will not win the Scudetto, according to the words of Massimiliano Allegri, but the other ones, Inter, Milan and Napoli, they are still in the run, or they were since this morning, but apparently after the results of today, following the result of last weekend, it looks like nobody wants to win it. So we had two games. Unfortunately, not a lot of goals. If you're a neutral and you're watching these games for the goals, there were not a lot. Actually, 2 goals. Only 2 goals in 2 games. And the 2 goals have been scored in the same games. The game that was a bit earlier, Milan versus Udinese. Udinese that was representing the black and white shirt. And it's always nice and fun when black and white shirts are actually able to take points from the black and red team. So what happened in Milan Udinese 1-1? It was that actually Milan was playing quite well, I have to admit, and they also opened the score with Leao that is actually growing so much. I really appreciate the player. I saw him in the beginning of the season. I saw him last season. He had some difficulties. This season he's there. Maybe also because Giroud is not performing as he should. Maybe because of the absence of Ibrahimovic, but the young Portuguese player is doing super well, and he opened the score. I was in front of my television and I was screaming that he pushed the Udinese defender, but to be honest, watching it again, he did nothing. The Udinese defender fell on the ground. Beautiful control, beautiful goal of Leao, and that's where you think, okay, Milan will go and they will win today. They will go for the 3 points, because winning today would have been such and so important for Milan. We'll go on the ranking after debriefing the Inter game. Apparently no, because Udinese that didn't have the ball possession, because at the end of the game they only had 38% possession. Milan had much more. Udinese, they had more shots toward targets, 6 shots on targets, while Milan only 3. So the game was not that easy for Milan. They could have scored more in the beginning, yes, but they didn't. And you know that if you are not scoring, the risk that you will concede is big. And that's what Udinese did with who? With a player that is linked somehow to Juventus, someone that is playing on the left, and we know that Alexandro is a player that has probably no future anymore at Juventus. Maybe one more year if nobody wants to buy him, otherwise he will leave one day. And Udogie is a player that Juventus is looking at. Udogie, a player that didn't start today. I was really curious to see how he was playing. He didn't start. He entered in second half, to be honest, at the 55th minute, so he had some time to play. He was replacing Zegelaar that was playing there on the left. He enters and then he scores at the 66th minute. He didn't need a lot of time. He touched it with a hand. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. I don't even want to know. What happened today was the celebration of the 10 years of Il Gol di Muntari, the goal of Muntari, that actually I should say the save of Buffon, because it was not goal. It was the 10-year anniversary today. In that time the goal was not valid invalidated, and it was not the win of Milan. Today, 10 years later, they probably conceded 1-1 goal with a goal with the hand. I don't know. Will that actually take them away from the Scudetto at the end of the year? I don't know. In the game of Inter, what happened? Inter that was actually boosted up after result of Milan. They could go over Milan and they still have that game in hand, but no, after the loss versus Sassuolo 2-0 last week, they actually were not able to score. It's the second goal game in a row in Serie A that Inter is not able to score, and to be honest, even the third game if you consider Liverpool as well in Champions League. Disaster for Inter. Yes, they dominated with 72% possession versus Genoa, but no, they didn't score. They didn't score a single time. 4 shots to our targets, 21 on shots attempt, 21 attempts, only 4 times on target. Not enough. I know that Juventus has been criticized a lot in these last months about the fact that they were not really precise towards the goal. If I'm looking at the stats of Inter today, disaster, really disaster for them. I have to speak about the bad news. A really bad news is the fact that Cambiaso, a left back that was actually linked to Juve a lot. Juve was really interested in the young Italian Andrea Cambiaso. Unfortunately, the number 50, after entering the field at the 53rd minute for Maximovic that was injured, he started to play. He defended on Çalhanoğlu, and unfortunately, it looks like he suffered a really big knee injury. Is it because of bad luck? Is it because he was linked to Juve? And we know that at Juventus at the moment, the players that are in black and white, they are suffering these big injuries like McKennie, like Caio Giorgi, like Federico Chiesa. I don't know, but I was really sad to see the young player. Will that mean that Juventus will not go towards the player because we don't know how long he will be out? Will it be a few weeks? Will it be a year like Caio Giorgi? We don't know, but it can be really hard for the player. So if we go towards the ranking in Serie A, because that's an important one, it looks like Milan has 57 points on 27 games they played. Inter 55, still -2 of Milan, but with 1 game in hand. If they are winning, they will go at +1, but at the moment it is not like that. And then you have Napoli at 54 that has to play tomorrow, and they can again do a beautiful, really beautiful performance and going at 57 together with Milan. The last time they had the occasion to do it, they didn't succeed because they did 1-1. Will they be able to do it after the defeat, the big defeat versus Barcelona? That's a big question mark. If Napoli is not able to do it and Juventus is playing tomorrow, maybe the things will start to change. Maybe the things will start to change. Will Juventus be able to enter again that run for the Scudetto? I tell you the truth, today I don't believe so. I still don't believe so. It's not because I'm negative, because normally I am a positive Juve fan. I always believe fino alla fine. This time I have to admit that Juventus is still not 100% complete team. We have so many injuries. The first thing is we will have to win versus Empoli, that is not winning since 9 games, but Juventus already lost versus Empoli at the second game day of Serie A. Pay attention. Winning it will be the first step because we have to focus in that top 4, and then finishing third, second, first, who knows? Miracle happens. At the moment, I don't really believe in it. I hope you love these kind of debriefs. Tell me, I want to know from you, and I know it's risky because nobody wants to do it, but who will win the Scudetto this year? Inter, Milan, Napoli? Are there some crazy people that are saying Atalanta or Juve? Let me know in the comments. Put a maximum fly, guys, and if you missed the video about Juve this morning, don't forget we have a big extended news video that you can watch, enjoy, like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Forza Serie A, Forza GJustcalcio, Forza Juve. Ciao.